Today I'm taking a look at the Dayette air purifier. So we got our instructions. And we have got a nice large air purifier. So I do like to put handles on it so we can easily carry the thing around. It does also appear that we have intake coming from all four sides. And this is something that's a little bit unique to this one. Most of the time they put these displays on the top. This one actually has it on the front. I actually like having that on the front because that way I can easily see it. If I put this in the living room, I can see it from the couch and I have to be standing over top of it to see what the display is supposed to be reading. So that is a good idea. So the filter is bagged. This is great so that we know that we are not going to be dealing with any kind of contaminants inside of our filter. And here we can take a better look at that filter. So we can see on the outside we got this fine mesh, then on the inside we got multiple elements. I do also like seeing they put this foam ring on the top so that way we can make sure we get a good seal. And changing it out is pretty easy, it's just a matter of twisting that guy in. So inside we also had our power supply. We can see it's good for 100 to 240 volts, so it's going to be good for international or domestic, and it outputs 2 amps at 24 volts. And we've got our remote, and it looks like that uses 2 AAA batteries. I like how easy that is to install. Most of the time you gotta pull off a whole panel. This thing is just a matter of twisting it in. On the back, looks like we got a little spot for a sensor. That's gonna be able to detect the air quality. So we got this ring on the outside that is changing colors. I believe that is because it is trying to determine the air quality, and apparently that is exactly what it was. So we got an air quality right now of 1.5. And they got a gauge here, so blue is very good, green is good, yellow is moderate, and red is polluted. So if you just had this guy in the kitchen as you're making a meal, then you might get to red. Cool thing about this is that if it is in auto mode, that's going to automatically adjust the fan to accommodate the air quality. So that way you're not going to just have this thing running full bore all the time. It's just going to run as much as it needs to in order to keep that air quality in good condition. So Wi-Fi is currently blinking. That means that this thing can actually connect to our phone. So if we want to install the app, we can actually run this thing directly from our phone. We have sleep mode. Okay, so that turned the fan way down, so it's not going to be making very much noise. And on top of that, it also turned off the display, so we don't have to worry about that thing shining in our eyes. We have fan speed. So right now we're on low, medium, high. Then we have turbo, so that's maximum fan. So if we got a real mess going on inside our house, we can put that thing on turbo, and all that's going to do is it's going to pull air through that filter and then push the air out the top. And that is very nice smelling air coming out of this guy. And then we got auto. So I'm probably just going to leave this on auto because we got a blue circle on there. We don't have to have that fan spinning all day. Of course, we got our power button. We also have a timer. So we can set that for 1 hour. I like that they actually put a separate display on there for that. I also like that these buttons are responsive. So that goes up to 12 hours. That's excellent. So what that means is that we can set this thing for 8 hours, go to bed. When we wake up, we can just go to work. We don't have to worry about turning it off. Then we also have a lock. So we're just going to press and hold that for 2 seconds. And now that has locked the display. So you know somebody comes around and starts messing with the buttons, it's not going to do anything. And we have an indicator right here to let us know if it's time to change out that air filter. Power. Okay, that works. Sleep mode. Fan speed. Lock. Okay, and we do still have to press that for 2 seconds in order to get that to work, which I actually like, so we're not going to be pressing this button on accident. And timer. Nice. So air purifiers are great. I like having these things basically in every room in the house now. In the bedroom, they really help you sleep at night. In an office, they help to keep the dust off the shelves. In the kitchen, they help to keep the air clean. They're really just awesome. Having a nice big one like this too, that can pull a lot of air, that also isn't very noisy. I also just like seeing what this did to the numbers. We can see we already brought it down from, what was it, 13 when we started? 15? So that is pretty awesome.